Good morning, Oak Grove. Happy Thursday. Welcome to this week's installment of our Midweek Update series here on the church's YouTube channel, where I just pop into your feed in the middle of the week to say hello and see how you're doing and keep the church on our consciousness for the other 6.5 days of the week that we're not in worship. Thank you for taking a minute to join me. So what am I going to chat with you about this week? Well, I'll be honest, I don't have any big pressing topics that I think that absolutely must be addressed for you. So, I'm just going to pop in and say hi and share a little bit about what's going on with my day today. Some people ask me sometimes, what do you actually do during the week? And then, my initial smart reply is to say, oh, well, I sleep till noon and then I start the morning with a massage and then I tee off for a few holes in the afternoon, and that's... But in all seriousness, there are folks that don't know what we do during the week. And so, as a little window into today, I've got my home communion kit ready here. I am getting ready to go off and see Pam and Gary Steeb in just a little bit. I've got my pastor's occasional services booklet, which is basically the evangelical Lutheran worship in pocket form here, that has the home worship service in there. I've got my scriptures to be able to read to them. And then, when you get ordained as a pastor, you are usually gifted with multiple home communion kits. I have a beautiful one that was given to me by my internship congregation, but it's a very large one, and it's a handcrafted wood box that was made by some of the men of that congregation that have crafting skills, and I actually don't use that one very often because I want to save it and keep it in good shape. This is another simple one that I was gifted by some other folks, and you see there's a container here for the cups, and the wafers are contained in here, and I've got a nice little bottle for the wine in here. This is the one that I tend to use and carry more often because it's lighter weight and it's easier to carry around. But I am going off to see Pam and Gary in just a little bit after shooting this video, and then after that, I am heading out to have lunch with my internship supervisor that I interned with at Trinity Butler a few years ago. We've stayed in touch, and I value his input and his mentorship on a continuing basis, and so I'm going to go have lunch with him. Then I'm going to come back this afternoon, and I am going to sit down and continue to work on our congregational meeting and our council retreat documents. Now, I printed up yesterday afternoon, so what does Pastor do with his time? I spent a good bit of time printing stuff yesterday, working on stuff and then printing it up. I've got, the agenda for our council retreat here. I've got the agenda for our council meeting here. I've got my pastor's report for council here. So, I spent a good bit of the day yesterday working on finalizing those things and printing them up. Today, I need to continue to work on getting the congregational meeting packet finished for all of you on Sunday morning. This is for the council, but I need to get the year-end reports finished up. I'm working on my own year-end report. That's actually the last thing I'm waiting on. Of course, I'm the last one to get mine in. All the committees have submitted theirs. We're going to get that all finished up and then printed up for you all on Sunday morning. And it is a gift that in our church we have a representative type of government that gives you all a voice in the direction and future of Oak Grove. This is your congregation. This is not my congregation. I am hoping that I will be here with you as part of your journey for a very long time. I'm not planning on going anywhere anytime soon. But that having been said, I surely will not be here forever. And so as I'm journeying with you for a part of your congregation's history, I'm the outsider. You folks are the ones that live here, have lived here your whole lives. You're the ones that should be directing the future of this congregation, not me. And so the good news is, in our tradition, we have a democratic representative form of church government that gives you a voice. We have council members that you will vote on Sunday morning. You are not obligated to vote on those council members just because they're the ones presented to you. You can submit others from the floor. You can nominate yourself from the floor if you'd like to. I would actually be tickled pink if somebody ever did that because I've literally never seen it done. In any church, I've never seen anybody do that. But You all should be the ones that are directing the future of Oak Grove more so than me. Yes, I have some ideas based on my training and my education about where I think we should go, but you're the ones really that should be driving the ship. And the good news is you have the opportunity to do that in a representative government way by way of your council members. We will be meeting for our council retreat Sunday afternoon after the congregational meeting. And now that I have been here for over a year and I have intentionally not changed very much during that time, it is time to start looking ahead towards the future. But as a disclaimer, that doesn't mean I'm planning on changing a whole bunch of stuff in the short-term future either. You don't need to fix what's not broken. You just keep finding ways to fine-tune and improve it. But we will be on Sunday afternoon when the council gathers together for retreat. We will be talking about the future. What does Oak Grove need in the years to come to continue to be a modernized interpretation of who it's always been and how it will continue to fulfill its mission in this place? I'm excited for that conversation. I'm excited for that afternoon. I'm excited to hear the ideas that will come from our council. And let's give thanks to God for the fact that our church has been blessed with a form of representative government that gives you all a voice in the direction of the future of the church, as it should be. And so that's a little window into my day today, driving around giving people home communion and then lunching with a mentor and then doing some printing and some hardcore Microsoft Word action there down in the office today. That's a little window into my day. I don't wear clerics every day because if I'm staying home and I'm just working from home, I'm usually knocking about in a sweatshirt. But today, since I am communing folks at home, that's why I'm dressed up for today. That's a little window into my day today, and that's a little window into what's going on in my mind as I'm looking ahead, first and foremost, primarily to that retreat Sunday. It is so important that we sit down and do mission and vision planning. So for those of you that are not on council and not attending that retreat, please pray for us that God gives us the wisdom to know the correct direction for our congregation, for our church family going forward in the future, that God gives us a plan and gives us a path. Pray for us in our work that day. So a little shorter video today. I'm going to cut out, folks. I need to get going to Pam and Gary's. I will see you all on Sunday. Have a wonderful week. Stay warm. My video that I did last week about winter weather might have been even more appropriate this week. Please stay warm. I'll see you Sunday. Take care and God bless.